Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 23. In the previous video we brought an end to the longest trial ever. I got tilted off the face of the planet. Oh boy, I'd forgotten about that. It's been a few hours. Had to record other stuff because honestly the game, it tilted me. It broke me. It got me, dude. We're supposed to be investigating this new revelation that Bruce Goodman was actually maybe killed in not the downtown, the lobby? Not the lobby, the parking lot. That's what they're called. Lobby, parking lot, basically the same thing. Mr. Wright, so what the fuck happened, dude? Did you follow any of that? Because I didn't. What's going on with this case anyway? I'm a little confused. Join the club, girly. Well, let's see. What is going on? So the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st, obviously. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence room. And what's this "and the evidence room" part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. So that must be why it's important that the autopsy has such a big time gap. I thought that was weird that it says it could be as early as 4, considering all the previous autopsies are like down to the minute, just for the sake of, you know, I assume the game design, right? Like obviously they're not like, yeah, the game doesn't care that much about being like scientifically accurate. It's more focused on like, you know, telling a fun mystery. So the fact that it's not very specific here is kind of a clue in and of itself. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? Yes, that's my name. I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine just aren't for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Oh, with the power of science? Or by the power of science? You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Details, details, Mr. Wright. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Yo, we zero escape, boys. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. And if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. And? We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? They let you see through the fog in the shadow world? To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. This is kind of neat. You've been sprayed? I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a bloodstain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. Wait, by God, that's not blood, it's... You know the joke. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? I mean, the location seems fine. The amount of blood? Maybe? Perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? Well, I mean, have you looked at the knife? It's barely got any on it. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when where we find a bloodstain. Okay, or when we find. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? 1 second, I have to reply to this real quick. Okay. Oh yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Okay, we got from Proud Looking in the Sky. We can spray it to use. We can't be sure the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit in with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. The light of justice! I feel like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess also, aren't we lawyers? Shouldn't there be people who are paid to do this? Ah, shut up, Mr. Wright. I guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Haha! Granted, it's not uncommon for defense attorneys to actually have to do quite a bit of a forensic investigation themselves. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. I mean, granted, it's usually not the defense attorneys themselves doing it. They pay other people to do it. But, we're poor. Miss Starr, with 2 R's. You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is in the house. Why I gotta be a day old? Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. At least you brought a banger with her. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. We know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the window stand. That's unforgivable. What's a little perjury? You took my music away. I was gonna try and very badly sing "What's a Little Perjury Between Friends" to the theme of the music, and they're like, no, don't do that. It's gonna be awful. We won't let you. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Lunch boxes. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was from different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago, so basically forever. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the suspect. I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. The cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, fired? And then she stabbed him. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. Ooh, SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... What is this about, this SL9 thing? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident? It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. You think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Absolutely not. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident is written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. You say the same thing, okay? It's not over. Not yet. I guess we could try and talk. Okay. Never mind, stupid idiot. Why would you possibly think that? How did you take this photo? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered, so what are you talking? Well, yeah, I mean, you could have, but you obviously didn't take it from the guard room because you can see the chain link fence. You went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. Hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? What could she possibly be talking about? Kind of spray you? Did you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! That's a pretty meme. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. That outburst is a reference to Metal Gear Rising. I'm not going crazy. Well, I've gone crazy. You ever seen a blue badger before? I do have a bad habit of randomly referencing that game, which makes me just sound like an absolute insane person if you've never played it. Just because a lot of the dialogue barely makes sense in concept, in context, much less out of context. I already showed you this, didn't I? Maybe I can talk to you now? Yeah, we showed you the photo? There we go. That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Oh, this is what caused her to have, like, the prosecutor grudge? Disposable to who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Hey, it's, because that's Goodman on the right. I don't know who's at the bottom. I mean, then you got, you know, Marshall. What's his name? I can't remember. His other name. Police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. But what if they didn't do it? Shut up! The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort, made up evidence. What? You mean they fabricated someone? They executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know very well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Jake Marshall. I was gonna say John, but I'm like, I feel like that's a... you know, not his name. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Oh, is he the boyfriend of the security detail, then? As professional detectives, we investigate that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over. He was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. To give everyone diarrhea. I mean, to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. This Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence? There has to be a connection. So, rookie. But what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yeah? Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Okay. Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Starr, Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his, you know, makes a finger hole and puts the other finger through it? Are you guys going out? Why, do you want to know? Come on, she's trying to slide in those DMs. I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. He's always slicing his face off with that knife. It's kind of creepy. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. So, want to split a lunch later? Officer Jake Marshall. Alrighty. Now, where is he at? Hello? Anyone in here? Well, this place is as classy as today as it was yesterday. It's not that cool. It doesn't have a plant. I mean, he's got a flower plant, but he doesn't have a potted plant. I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Guess we'll have to come back. Internet search history. I think we already looked at everything in here, so... Even busier here today than it was yesterday. Also, you know, Gumshoe, have you been arrested yet? Detectives are running around so fast they're blurry. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got from the front desk, here it is! It's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. First things first, pay your respects. So, the fact that the blue badger is a piece of evidence. Now, there is the very obvious, like, handprint on his face. And the fact that it's smudged and actually broken. I didn't notice that part of it had been taped back on. So there must be something important to that. A work of art. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel like he might do something naughty. Are you the murderer, Mr. Blue Badger, is it? Wanted posters. And she's like, you know, I always thought it was kind of funny. I never seen that hard to look human. Don't make fun of the drawer guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Sir? Your cactus. It's very sick. How many cactuses do you have, dude? What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. Okay, so he's the security guard station for the actual police department, not the prosecutor's office. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. It's the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. You can't handle the cacti? Stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. He's also maybe getting shit-faced drunk, based on all the alcohol. No clues here. Talking about. There's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check who went in and out of there. Do it, coward. Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Well, they're green. Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointed in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What's that thing called again? Jockstrap. A punchy? Paunchy? A pinchy? Oh, I know, a poochie! A poochiana? Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Anything else worth investigating? Oh, the gate. This swinging door makes this place like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, These cactuses would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself. Avast ye mateys. Tejas? Oh, that's not important. What about the loop? Look on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here. Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. It's like Maya never left. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. No, there's nobody here. The place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? Oh, okay, you're not arrested. That's good. One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe! Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? So is it maybe Marshall was the guy they took then? On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact. Go away. I hate you. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. Cats and dogs living together. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking ain't gonna fill my belly. But wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Smell you later, nerd. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. I think we have to go back here to... Mia's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Huh? He looks a little yellow today. Oh, I watered him just now. I mixed in a lot, too. Mixed in... what? Talking about very own scientific additive. Well, Charlie, you like it? Charlie hungers for the soul of the innocent. I told you, he's turning yellow! Difficult looking legal books stand in front of a formidable row. They mock me. Imagine caring about the law, idiot. No, that stuff doesn't matter in this universe. I tried studying one of those just now. Remember what they were talking about in the trial today? Oh, right, evidence law. So, did you learn anything? Well, when I tried reading it, it made my head hurt. Oh. Then, when I closed it, it slipped out of my hand and fell on my foot. Oddly enough, I found myself identifying with her on this one. There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Is it the Steel Samurai, though? You sure it's not just a vague blob in the shape of nothing? Maya stuck it up here on the day that she left. Hadn't that always been there? I didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. I mean, at least you don't have a statue in your office. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. Uh-oh, I have a history test that's coming up next week. I'd better study. It's not that hard. I'm borrowing this desk, okay? Let's see. George Washington was the first king of America. I mean, you know, close enough. Sorry, Mia. I mean, you probably know more about American history than the average American knows about Japanese history, so you're on the right track, girlie. February 23rd, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they called the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What the fuck was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, it's Meekins? Okay. He was the one arrested. I assumed it was Marshall then. I wonder, was Meekins the fourth person in the picture that we saw? And that's why they're trying to get rid of him? Or is it just because he's kind of like, you know, not that competent? I do see that his hand is bandaged, which is interesting. Oh, hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, you're a guard here at the detention center. No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a lost little patrolman, like a lost little lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting in, sir. What? What? Now this is unexpected. Alrighty. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. Also, why do they even let you have that shit? You're in prison, dude. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because of evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer, was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? And, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor, and that's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yow! What the heck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. I murdered him. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Actually, don't even think about that. I'm going to ask you something completely different. And then I'll come back to that question without prompting in about 3 minutes. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? With the candlestick? Sir, don't please look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive, and, well, at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Well, you know, you didn't deny stabbing him. You just said you didn't mean to kill him, which is not really a good legal defense. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Wait, what? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. So you said he had the knife. So it was probably the evidence knife that he had. Alone, because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? I'm gonna look down, I saw gushing blood. I keep wanting to say blushing for some reason. Gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? Victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Okay. Good question. Have you ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. Wait, what? I know that you want to say it. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I am the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't about high school sweethearts and youthful romances, sir. Are you talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Actually, Emma's badges are collectible. They are worth $11 billion in the year 2021. You ever seen the Blue Badger? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry. I have no idea what that is. I'm more of a Mario guy myself. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Know anything about SL9? The answer would be a big old fat no. Know anything about this knife? Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. It was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to take a look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. How about another knife? This is for you! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, that's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. Okay, he's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Don't know anything? Hey! Why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken out the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man! Innocent! You know something that just occurred to me? We have no reason to believe this photo was actually taken on the day of the murder. Like, this could have been taken at any other time. Just something to consider. That means I'm a free man! Innocent! This is a dream, sir. And I hope I never wake up! This is a dream. You'd better wake up right now. Officer Meekins, can you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. I have no clue what you're talking about, sir. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! What's that? My head was a blank until this very moment. But now, sir, I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing! I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Well, crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and I asked that man to show me his ID card. And then I shot him. Calmly took his ID. It sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? Well, like he was reaching, sir, so then I blasted him 8 times in the face. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's word, sir. He's in jail for the murder of 14 people. Wait, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Why are you talking like him? Shut up! Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Good point. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. But you still ended up here? They told me that it had been him, sir. It had to have been him on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera? The crime! My crime! The crime! I swear to step out! It's there! It's me! I'm on the tape! And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm really sorry, sir. We had to fill out the script, sir. I'll hand her my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better get to check out the crime scene. But yeah, think of all the extra dialogue if you could present 2 badges to everyone. Which reminds me, you ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh, what? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. You're not wrong. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. We still have that sweet Edgeworth money that we're living off of, I guess. Where am I going? Oh yeah, we want to go to... Well, let's check Edgeworth's office first. Okay, nothing there. Go back to the evidence room. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, we could, but I don't know how to do that. Okay. In that case, where else could we go? I didn't even realize we could go in here. I guess I was just kind of looking over it in the menu, because I guess I just remembered they said we couldn't go in here, but... Hey, Mr. Wright, look, who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk? It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, No, you know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, anus, under his seat cushion, behind his personal computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal. Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Ha, righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Sir, have you tried being less suspicious? Because you're giving off big, like, I'm a Devil May Cry villain energy right now. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry meeting with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake. Yeah, it doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? As you know, guilty until proven guilty. You got someone else found in the guilty in that case, right, righto? On karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, we didn't fix it. I mean, he did it. He also murdered someone? Oh, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence and murdered someone. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, righto, I can't give away all of our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the Chief of Detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh, you saw that? Whoops! I wonder what it was that he wanted the Chief of Detectives to do. Let's see if we can discreetly ask them. How about we discreetly stab him? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Righto, I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find a guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one! Guy who can't seem to sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Righto. Like I said, I'm more of a Mario guy. Okay. You want a steak lunch? Okay, we get it, you're vegan. One of these days, you gotta have some dialogue about something. Okay, fine. You know what? Bring out the big guns. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? What? Even that? He's a frickin'... He's got a poker face that cannot be cracked. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine! Be that way! Be that way! I refuse to believe he has no dialogue. If you just give me one line, I can desist. Okay, tickle him until he talks. Okay, fine. You know what? You win. No, I lied. Okay, fine. You win. I admit defeat. You may have bested me this time, Gant, but next time... I didn't want to go here. Next time, we'll get ya. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly does the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there, that's a Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that may be clues. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here. Of course not! Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Can we, like... Does it list what it is? Okay, ID. So he was halfway writing his ID, but nothing about the actual item? Wow, my mouth is watering! I can almost hear the sound of the steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Starr with 2 R's poured her heart into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Let's see. 9,000 calories! Ingredients. Meat. You must have meant beef. I mean, she probably just wrote it generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used. Go to town. It says here, hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. I mean, there's also, I'm guessing that's supposed to be carrots? Got some, like, asparagus? I don't really know what this is supposed to be, if I'm being honest, and some french fries. Like, is that bread, maybe? Sounds like, maybe like a piece of garlic bread? Yeah, I got no clue. Or like a lump of butter. Well, the butter's on the steak already. Got any blood on you? Did you do it, Mr. Badger? Fine. Get away this time. Okay, seriously, what am I supposed to do? Well, nothing there. Any edgy boys around here? What the? Oh my god, we're back. We're stuck in the I don't know what to do loop. Yeah, we never did finish spraying around, I don't think. No, I want to spray. I hit the wrong button. Spray everyone. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This blood must be from when Lena... No! My sister isn't the murderer! Well, she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey! Just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So, this means that Lena's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Okay, so she never tried to leave then, if there's no blood on the handle. Oh, we can't go past the text. It's too powerful. Let's try and climb out of here. Thankfully, it's an infinite bottle. Can you take a look at this? Yes, you said you wanted some hot tea, alright? take a look at this? You said you want some hot tea? Okay, maybe we could go back and show this to the guy. I didn't even think about that until I remembered we even had that evidence. Granted, he might also take it from us, so maybe we shouldn't do this, but it's worth a shot. Since it's a new thing. I was wondering, you take a look at this. Ah, sorry, Righto, I'm through with that stuff. Through essay, blah, blah, blah. Talk to the badger. Got my eye on you. Don't know what to do. You got any dialogue for me, girly? Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess? How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in 2 places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Who else is gonna play the boombox when we need it? For dramatic effect. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I know we're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Hey, about him killing the police department, or about the killing. Oh, he's clapping. Oh, did we show the... We didn't show the autopsy to... Maybe we should show the autopsy to Meekins? I can't help but think, someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Maybe we can start a fan club. Oh, actually I like Edgy. Edgy's pretty cool. Got anything? No? Trying to see if there's anything else you could maybe know. You got know anything about this? Know anything about this? Well, we already showed you that, right? Yeah, we did. You take it? Sorry, sir, I have no clue what that is. Got no clue. You want a steak lunch? You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? Yeah, where's he at, dude? You take a look at this. You! Yeah, we already showed you that now, think about it. I mean, is there anything to investigate in here? I mean, it doesn't look like it. Who won such a prestigious award? Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think you'd want to show that thing off more than that giant steel samurai. And again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write that down. Tell me what you like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments, being the biggest nerd. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. Kinda gets under your skin, doesn't it? My, what an amazing bouquet! No kidding, I think it's the same. Oh yeah, because Wendy gave it to him. Got a new person to fangirl about, but like, what? That's the same. So that's where Miss Star saw the incident from. You can probably see quite a lot from up there. That probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Sky stab him. Where's that security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard, but apparently he went out to buy coffee for Miss Star. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. That's where we found that note. The SL9 incident, a case that was due for transferal the day of the murder. And the detective in charge of the case was the victim. Wonder what kind of case this SL9 incident was. It's kinda hard to guess just knowing the case number. This is rope, isn't it? Yeah, I think we've seen that already. So this is the famous oil drum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try and kick it over myself. Hiya! What-a? That's okay, don't cry. That Lena Sky must be one strong woman. This is where the cars leave the lot. The air on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Haha, the theory of relativity. What? Okay, I remember this, right? I don't know what you want, game. I mean, I feel like we're done with you. And you must have some secret! Oh. I want to talk about it. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. How about you investigate my ball sack? Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, don't look like a selfish man. Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give him $50 no problem. So, go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out. It just goes to show off, you never know until you ask. As for you, here, you can borrow this, so... about that $50. Also, about those 3 wacky digits on the back of your credit card. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. Yeah, it looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just like a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Activate! The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in, but the lasso. It won't open. Ha! The card reader's turned off, see? What's the security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray? And I suppose we'll find out what has made Bambina skies so gray in the next video. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.